You are bleeding out emotionally right now, and she is holding the knife, yet you keep apologizing for getting blood on her hands. You think that if you just show her how much you care, if you just send one more carefully crafted paragraph, if you just prove your loyalty, she will suddenly wake up and realize your worth. But I am telling you right now, there is a singular, ruthless psychological switch you can flip today. One specific mental shift that I will reveal at the very end of this breakdown, which does not just stop your bleeding, it permanently and violently reverses the entire power dynamic between you and her. But here is where most guys completely misunderstand the game. They think women pull away because the guy did something wrong. They think she went cold because of a bad text, a misunderstood joke, or a lack of romance. That is a lie. She pulled away because your constant availability suffocated her instinct to desire you. You gave her everything for free. You became a guaranteed asset, and human psychology dictates that we do not value what we do not fear losing. And this brings us to the most brutal truth you will hear today. She is not confused about her feelings for you. She is comfortably enjoying the ego boost of your relentless pursuit. You are currently existing in the validation economy, and you are entirely bankrupt. Every time you view her story within 5 minutes of her posting it, you are transferring your power to her. Every time you text her back instantly while she takes 7 hours to reply, you are screaming to her subconscious that your time is worthless and her time is premium. लेकिन असली मसला ये नहीं है. The real issue is that you have tied your baseline emotional stability to the ping of a notification. You have handed the remote control of your nervous system to someone who does not even want to watch the channel. And this is exactly where the trap snaps shut, because she knows it. She feels your anxious energy radiating through the screen. She knows that if she goes silent, you will panic, overthink, and eventually double text. She has mapped out your behavioral algorithm perfectly. Let me tell you where 99% of men drop the ball. They try to fake detachment. They play the no contact game as a manipulation tactic. They go silent for 3 days, sweating, staring at their phones, praying she notices their absence. And the second she throws out a pathetic breadcrumb, a random meme, a late night hey, they instantly relapse. They bite the hook so hard it tears their self-respect to shreds. And watch closely, because this is where the magic completely dies. The moment you reply with that eager puppy dog energy, you confirm her deepest suspicion. You confirm that your silence was fake. You confirm you were just waiting for permission to worship her again. And instantly, her momentary spike of curiosity flatlines back into absolute indifference. So how do you become bulletproof? How do you shatter this pathetic cycle? You initiate the void protocol. You do not block her angrily. You do not post sad quotes about loyalty. You do not try to make her jealous with other women. You simply evaporate. You withdraw your attention with the cold, mechanical precision of a surgeon removing a tumor. And here is the exact psychological trigger that scrambles her brain when you do this. Women operate on emotional intuition. When you genuinely detach, your energetic signature changes. You stop orbiting, you stop reacting, and suddenly she feels a vacuum where your validation used to be. But the plot gets significantly thicker right here. She will not panic immediately. First, she will test the boundary. She will assume you are just throwing a tantrum. She will throw a low-effort hook into the water to see if you bite. A like on your old picture. A random question she already knows the answer to. And this is the exact moment everything changes. If you ignore it, or if you reply 12 hours later with a dry, emotionless 2-word answer, the ground beneath her feet begins to shake. She realizes this is not a game. She realizes you have actually reclaimed your soul. लेकिन कहानी यहाँ खत्म नहीं होती. The story does not end there, because once she realizes she has lost the backup plan, her ego takes a massive hit. She was the one who was supposed to discard you. You were supposed to be the tragic casualty of her main character syndrome. But by stepping off the battlefield, you won the war. You removed yourself from the hierarchy entirely. Now, she is the one wondering. Now she is the one checking your page. Now she is the one analyzing your silence. But here is the scary part. If you do this just to get her back, you have already lost. True detachment cannot be faked. It requires a fundamental rewiring of your identity. You have to look in the mirror and realize that begging for a place in someone's life is the ultimate act of self-betrayal. You must channel all that obsessive, manic energy you poured into her and redirect it violently into your own evolution. You hit the iron until your muscles tear. You build your empire until your bank account stretches. You cultivate a life so exceptionally vibrant that her absence is not even a footnote in your biography. And this leads us to the final, undeniable secret I promised you, the ultimate Zeigarnik loop that ties your entire psychological liberation together. The real reason this shift makes you insanely attractive, the specific thing that changes everything, is the realization that you never actually wanted her in the first place. You only wanted the feeling of being chosen because you refused to choose yourself. The moment you genuinely choose yourself, the moment you respect your own existence enough to walk away from disrespect without looking back, she becomes completely invisible to you. And ironically, beautifully, poetically, that is the exact moment she will finally see you as a king. But by then, you will not even care to look down from your throne.